So we're back here again, and we're going to form some relationships in forms. And with me today, tech teacher, coach extraordinaire, Nick Schumann. Would you like to form a wonderful relationship with me?
With you, yes.
Let's form a relationship.
Let's form a relationship. With forms.
With forms.
Okay.
Even better.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to jump into forms here. And remember, when you're jumping into any of the programs, you can do it by the waffle. You can type product.google.com, i.e. forms.google.com, or do a new form directly out of your drive. So, Nick?
Oh, yes, forms, the little purple guy down
Hey,
there.
look at him.
that. So,
He's
yes,
so
and
pretty.
the waffle,
All right.
the new more purple.
Right.
But, yeah, I agree. I like if you go to forms.google.com, because not only do you see your Google Drive filter just with your forms
Right.
down here, which you can then filter, but you get this wonderful template gallery. Didn't you mention that before?
We did do a little bit of template gallery and pimping of slides.
Ooh.
Slide pimperography.
Templates in slides and forms.
In every product.
That's kind of fancy.
That's awesome. Let's go. Let's give me something that we've already done so we can see the different options in forms, though, because I'm really looking forward to this relationship we're forming.
We want to see something we've already done, and we're going to start from, get some scratch.
Let's see what the options look like before we can decide how we want to
All right, so I happen to have a form then with all the options pre-built.
Because you are a tech coach extraordinaire.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking ahead a little bit.
All right.
So here we are in a form that's been pre-made. So at the top you have, of course, your title. You have a little section here where you can put a little description, directions.
Yep.
I've used this when I teach my class to put in learning targets and standards, so that the students clearly see where this is going to fall and what the expectations are. And then you start building your questions.
Question types.
So you have various different questions types. This is a text question. Actually, it's a short answer text question.
Yeah, didn't they change all the boxes and what they meant? At one point it was a text, paragraph, this, that. Now they're named something different.
Right. So over here you can see when I'm here, I click to edit this question. So I can edit the question, the help text, but it tells you over here what type of question you're currently working with. So this is a short answer question.
Right.
There's all of these other ones, which we will go and look through here in a moment.
Cool.
To pick from. So that's short answer question.
Short answer like, hi, my name is.
Right. Or you want to say, tell me what block you're in. What's your favorite?
I was going for the Slim Shady reference.
Oh, sorry.
All right. All right, so what we got? We have short answer.
And you can do long answer.
Long answer.
More thoughtful responses.
Thought-provoking?
Thought-provoking.
Okay.
Yeah. Paragraph, you want full sentences.
I don't... Full... What? That's about as full as I get.
Okay.
All right.
Just don't get full of yourself.
That's too late. Too late.
Shoot.
All right.
Then we have the ever-popular multiple choice question.
Multiple choice.
You can add many different options, or you have the other.
Other.
That's
I'm in grade 1, 2, 3, 5. Other.
Other. And you just...
Can I be in grade 16?
You can be in any grade you want.
Well, that'd be a senior in college, wouldn't it? Grade 16?
That's a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit on that. Then you have scale. On a scale of...
Scale of 1 to whatever, right? So I can change the option of how large the scale gets between 1 and 10, it looks like.
And then you can decide what is the value of each end.
Poor and awesome.
Awesome.
You know where we rate?
Well, I know you rate awesome because you're Captain Awesome.
Well, yeah, I know, but we're rating at 10 right now.
Oh, okay.
All right. We're 10.
Sweet.
All right.
All right. Then you've got the multiple answer, or what Google calls checkbox.
Multiple answers.
Option.
So if I have that original multiple choice one, but I want to give children the option or anyone the option to say, well, pick 2 that apply.
Right.
That would be this one.
Because you don't want to have like all of the above, which is a dead giveaway.
Usually, yes. Usually.
Right. So I could switch easily back and forth between multiple choice or checkboxes.
Sweet.
Very easy. Then you have the grid.
The grid. So this is something where I can move things around. It makes it kind of interactive.
Yeah, well, and yes. And you can have, it's categories.
Okay.
To rate things. Like we've seen kind of where you, in this example, it's like, what rate your skill level in the following? You can have students, ask your students, how do you feel about these different components of the lesson we just did?
I feel excited.
Yes. Or, it's almost like a KWL. What do you know? What do you want to know?
Right.
What have you learned?
Yep.
You could throw that in there.
All right.
What is today's date? You could have a date question.
What is today's date? I don't think we want to put the actual date in here because you're going to view this at a different date, but
Yes. If that's data that you want to counter or gather,
Yeah, I think it's good on some forms you want to know because you want to have it set for the date so that way you can know, like if you're doing an exit ticket, you want to know it's set for that day. If you're not going to get to the exit tickets to review them that day,
Right.
you want to know which day they're for.
you can even go as far as time.
That's
What's-
getting granular here.
yes, we're getting really specific.
All right.
Time today.
I filled this out on March 10th at 3:15 p.m. That's actually closer to 3:30, but that's okay.
You're a minute fast.
All right, so we've got a bunch of data here, right?
Yes.
So now,
Well, don't let me cut you off 1 second.
okay.
Because all these questions we're looking at have not been required to answer.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Because this little option down here has been off. And
Right.
It's off by default.
So you can make sure that they absolutely answer what's your name, what's your date of birth, this, that, the other thing, although you can't ask for date of birth. You can require certain ones and make certain ones unrequired so they could just skip through those.
Right, so if I look at this one, you notice that the little slider bar is now purple.
Right.
It's required. When I'm not looking at an edit, it has this little red asterisk. That was your Google's global identification that this is a required question. It requires an answer before you can move on to the next section or submit the form.
So now how do we get this form in people's hands so that they can go actually give you responses so you can gather the data?
There's many ways that you can give them access.
All right.
Google has that built in under Send.
Send.
They have built-ins. Would you like to send it
Fire
via email?
Well, yeah.
You could then put in who you'd like to have it sent to.
Hey, send it to me. I want to fill this out. Hey, look, there's my email address. I can get spammed even more. Nice. All right, so pretty please.
All right,
Pretty,
and-
pretty pancake.
Send.
All right, so as I'm going to fill that out, you're going to now go through and take a look at some of the other quick options we have, right?
Right.
All right.
So if I scroll back down here one more time, I just want to show, as we're moving along, that in addition to questions, you have this option to put in a section header. This is if you want your form to be more than one page.
More than one page form.
Yes.
Ooh, well, maybe we can get into some of that in the future.
Want to break things up.
Right. So maybe we'll do some future videos where we see things that are in more than one form.
We can do that.
Oh, awesome.
Just for you.
What gives me the most anxiety? Kittens.
You can also include media as part of your questions. They do allow you to insert images.
Images are great.
Images can be as part of the question, like the question asks you to refer to the image, or you can easily use images as answer choices as well. And all you need to do is look for the handy dandy little image icon here that lets you know you could insert an image here. And then you can also do video, but the video has to be from YouTube.
Only YouTube.
Only YouTube at this point.
All right, so I went through and I filled out a couple of the questions. So you have a response, and I noticed that it changed at the top next to questions. You have responses.
Because I'm in the editor window, yes, I noticed that now I have responses with this little number 1, and I can go and click on the responses tab. Ta-da!
Oh my God, there's a response.
And I can see a summary
I teach
of the
Captain
responses.
Awesome. Ooh. So this is very interesting. You can get some graphs already in here. If you did a multiple choice, you would already have a graph there showing what you teach.
Right. If you ask a question that is a quantifiable,
Right.
okay, that can be tallied by the computer, it will generate some kind of a graph automatically.
But what if I
for
don't want
you.
to see that graph? What if I just want a list so I can figure things out myself so I can get a count by number? So I know we don't have that. Is there another way we can view these responses? Is there some other format I can view all these responses in?
You can turn on and off. By default, this is built into Forms. It will collect
Right.
the data, and it will collect it through the lifetime of your form.
All right.
Okay, so it's like a master archive of all the data
Sure.
you collect. But you do have the option up here to connect your form to a Google spreadsheet.
Google Sheets.
Yes.
In the Sheets.
In the sheets.
All right. So we can go back and we can look at this in Google Sheets. Now, can I just have it automatically go right to Google Sheets without having to click on that?
As long as when you create the form,
Yeah.
you do have to tell the form if you want to have the data also sent to a sheet.
Yes. Can
So
I do that?
And you can do that. I believe in this form, it has been turned on automatically. 'Cause that's why it says view responses in sheets. There's one already there.
But isn't there an option under those Oreos, my favorite snack food Oreos?
Oh, of course.
The response destination.
Yes.
All right. So if I turn on this response destination and I tell it to go to a spreadsheet, will I see answers in both places?
Yes.
Awesome. I like it.
And the responses that get sent to the sheet
Right.
are separate from the responses in the form. In other words, you can go to the sheet, you can mess around with the data you collected there, reorganize it, change it, chart it, whatever you want, and it doesn't affect the data in the form.
You know what you could do? You could go here to our Google Explore, the Explore on Sheets, right in this area. You see there's a clickable link right there.
Right here?
Right there.
Oh, right
clickable
there.
link right there.
Okay.
Yep. And in that clickable link, you can learn more about how Explore and Google Sheets could help interpret your data as well.
That would be fantastic.
All right. So I'm a teacher. I'm not actually, but I'm going to pretend I am. And as a teacher, I want to do exit tickets. Is there a quick way through this form that I could do a quick exit ticket without having to print things out?
Well, if we were to reverse time and go back to the beginning of this video, or you can just
I
press
just did that.
return, on the bar down here, just pull the wheel back.
All right.
You'll notice that one of the options you could do to make a Google form,
Ignore that.
ignore that, is to go to forms.google.com,
Yep.
and now at the top is your template gallery.
Right.
And one of them is called an exit ticket.
Awesome. So I don't have to build a whole new exit ticket. It's already pre-made for me. Ding, as we heard before, because we're coming right out of the oven. A pre-made.
I think there's an exit ticket going to come right out of the oven for you.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
I've got an exit ticket coming. There we go. Hey, look at that.
Ooh,
I got review on my lessons.
isn't that pretty?
Perfect. Awesome. So there's a quick hit on how to get started in forms. We're going to go through and do a few more videos. Nick will probably be back, obviously, because he is the forms guru. I said it, therefore it's true. All right.
We'll talk about a little more at the responses spreadsheet. We'll talk about how to use add-ons in your forms, how to make your forms be a little bit more snazzy, and different ways that you can use forms to collect types of data and even make it a little more interactive and fun for students.
So please, if you like this video, comment, share it out, click likes. We love likes on videos. And follow me at RootBoysDad on Twitter.
I'm at nschumann78.
And we'll see you later.